I have destroyed Control 4. Thank you, Shaper. You have performed a great kindness for us. You have saved many servile lives. I am convinced of your sincerity. I believe that you feel serviles are worthy of rights and dignity. If you wish, you may join the Awakened. I still wish to join the Awakened. El-Hara walks over to you and puts his hand on your shoulder. Shaper, do you swear on the honor of our people to support servile dignity, peace, and independence, and, if need be, to fight to bring those ends about? I do so swear. Then from this day forward, we count you among our number. When you are confused about what path to follow, come to me, and I will share my wisdom with you. He removes a gold key and a bronze key from his pocket and hands them to you. These keys will give you the run of our fortress. There are many useful supplies here for you. Thank you again, Shaper. This is the greatest day in the short history of our sect. We have convinced our first Shaper. Let's see if he can tell us anything. I want to discuss which path I should follow on this isle. Now that you are awakened, I hope that you will avail yourself of my wisdom whenever you can. If you learn anything interesting, come and speak with me, and perhaps I will be able to aid you. There is a man named Trashkov on this island. He comes from over the sea, and he is trying to utilize some sort of Shaper power. He lives in the research warrens to the northeast. This is a great concern. It is bad enough that the Shapers wield the powers that they do. A rogue, insane human wielding your power could be incredibly dangerous. Learn all about this strange power that you can. I have learned that there is some sort of powerful Shaper secret on this island. It's called something like Geneforge. I had heard this before, but I dismissed it as idle servile rumor-mongering. But now that you are saying it, I am not so sure. See if you can learn more. Well, now we are part of the Awakened. There's still one place in here that we haven't checked yet. We may as well go check it now. Still, he didn't really tell us information that we didn't already know, whether from discovering it or talking to that hermit. Let's see what's in here. The only place we haven't seen. Couple gems and boxes. We can take them. He would see us. A trap and a trap. We can't even disarm them. Oh, that wasn't very useful. There is one. I'm allowed to be here. Look. There is actually one other thing, now that I think about it. This guy, Swan, I remember, he said he would teach us things if we were part of the Awakened. And I think there was also someone just east of the city of Pentil who was awakened, who would not talk with us unless we were awakened. We'll go see him after we speak with Swan here. Where the heck is Swan? Ah, there he is. What sort of training do you provide? Okay. Can you teach me? Swan teaches you for several hours, sharing many useful secrets for fighting rogue creations. It is a humbling experience. You would never realize how stupid and clumsy your Shaper creations could be. The serviles here have grown quite adept at hunting them. At the end of the session, you are tired and sweating, but you know much more about combat. Can you teach me more? I'm afraid not. I have taught you all I know. Wow! Melee weapons, missile weapons increased by 2, and quick action and anatomy by 1. Very impressive, very nice. I like that. You're going to be able to hit a lot harder and do a lot better now. Well, with all that done, though, let's walk into Pentil and see what happens first. I'm curious. As you enter, you start to hear quiet muttering. Though all serviles here look at you with awe and fear, there is something else there too. They are very uncomfortable. As you walk past a pair of guards, you hear one of them whisper to the other. The Shaper is one of the Awakened. The Shaper is not true. What do we do? Do we obey? The other guard shakes his head, having no idea. Yeah, for them this is probably something very unnerving, to say the least. For them, this would probably be something like... Yeah, I'm gonna go with the religious route again. This would be like Jesus showing up and saying, "All hail Buddha!" At least to them. Either way, there's an awakened just in Pentil East to look at. Let's see, maybe this awakened has something to say. I think it was in here? Let's see. Where are you from, Sorkin? I am from Vakiri, Shaper. I am awakened like you. Aren't you worried about being out here? Won't the Obeyers harm you? More than they usually hurt us? More than they hurt us by keeping our village small and hungry? No. Rydell knows I am here, and he treats me like a diplomat and an envoy. He knows that we have common enemies in the Outsider humans and the Rogue Creations. Well, that's nice, actually. Why are you here? I deal with Rydell on behalf of Elhara. We and the Obeyers have common enemies in the Takers and the other threats. I am also here to gather information, both about Pentil and the Outsiders. What have you learned about Pentil? For once, its strength and wealth have been challenged. Its position in the middle of the island has enabled it to be surrounded by rogues. Though we feel bad about it, we feel that there is a certain amount of justice in their plight. Then again, they are also in a fortress of sorts, so they can defend themselves. What are the Outsiders? They are humans. They are from far away, over the sea, we think. They landed on Susia Island some time ago. They live to the east. Their language, dress, and manners are unfamiliar to us, though progress has been made on the language. We do not know what they are doing here, but we have our suspicions. What do you suspect? They arrive, and not long after, the island is crawling with hostile monsters. Are they linked? I have little doubt. The question is how? Are the Outsiders making the things, or is the island itself creating them as a defense? Most likely the Outsiders making them, but the island itself? With all we've seen, I wouldn't put it past it. What do you know about their language, though? Uncharacteristically, Sorkin grins. I am afraid, Shaper, that I have engaged in a little bit of espionage. I have made the acquaintance of learned Jaffe inside the town, and I have found out that he had made some progress learning their language. So when I knew that he would be away, I snuck into his home and read his notes. He'd learned some of the language. Simple words, pronunciations, not enough by itself, but if you learn more, you might be able to converse with outsiders. Sorkin spends several hours explaining what he has learned of the outsider language to you. It is very strange and foreign sounding, but you make some progress towards being able to converse in a very simple way. So we can actually speak with the outsiders now. There is one more thing. Have you learned anything of what is east of here, like where I might find a boat? I am sorry, no. There are 2 bridges over the river to the east. That is all I know. Too high level to get experience from this. Aww. Oh well. The only other thing I'm curious about... No, I think we've done enough. Well, we're part of the Awakened now. Next, we may as well take a look at the few things south of Kazg, and then head east of there. There are some rebel humans. Maybe they'll be able to help us. That'll be very interesting. Until then, I am Chesterk44, and this has been a Geneforge Let's Play, and I'll see you next time.